Today on Destination Polaris, time to make a Glamis run with the guys from Sandcraft Motorsports. Hook up the paddle tires because we're coming in hot. Destination Polaris starts right now.
Destination Polaris is presented by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications.
Welcome to Destination Polaris. We are in Phoenix, Arizona for a Project X build with the guys from Sandcraft Motorsports. They have stepped up their game at the Sky Harbor Airport. I found this Porsche in the economy section. Not much room for the golf clubs, but it'll do. So I met the guys from Sandcraft a couple of years ago when we were filming a Project X build with Rockford Fosgate. And they were like, hey, when can we do one of these? Fast forward a couple years, and here we are back in Phoenix. They just moved into a brand new building, and we are headed there right now. All right, we made it to Sandcraft. Building looks awesome. Can't wait to go inside and see what these guys are up to. Brent.
Hey, Jared, what's up, buddy?
How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm glad to be here, man.
Yeah, much warmer, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely much warmer. Here's your Pro R, or what's left of it.
Right. Yeah, we've got it stripped down and we're ready to build.
Where are we gonna start?
Well, let's start with some Sandcraft products. Here we'll go through all of our fun stuff. These are all brand new parts that have never been seen or used before, so we're excited.
Nice. What am I looking at here?
We have our brand new steering rack stabilizer, the driveline, limit straps, little artwork on the front and rear differential, and then the all-new ball joint.
Cool, and all of this has to go on first?
First, yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's make it happen. Sandcraft Motorsports was started in 2014, developing products that nobody else had that solved real issues. So the new building is located in North Phoenix. It's literally 8 years in the making. We're finally here. It's 40,000 square feet. We have multi-level operations, and we're doing everything in-house. So as you walk in through the front door, you'll see all of our latest and greatest apparel. After the showroom, you're going to enter into the manufacturing side of the company. The first area we'll walk into will be the CNC shop, and there is where we make all of our components, and that's pretty much the heart and blood of the operation. Next to the CNC shop are the build rooms. So we have two identical clean rooms. One is specifically for front differentials, and then one is specifically for transmissions. All of the parts that we sell are made right here in this facility. All of the material that we buy for those parts are also made right here in America.
Sandcraft makes lots of parts, but what they're known for is the driveline and carrier bearing combo, steering rack stabilizer, and since we're going to Glamis, paddle tires.
Pretty proud of those three. So for this Project X vehicle, we chose the Polaris Pro R. The Polaris Pro R is undoubtedly the most capable machine Polaris has ever been able to put together on a platform that is available to the market. And we felt like that is going to be the best way for us to show you guys what we can do. It's very powerful. The suspension is unlike anything else that Polaris has been able to release. This new platform that the Pro R is able to offer is definitely geared towards the more serious type driver, and that's how I like to drive. Along with the power comes the suspension part. It has more travel than it's ever had. Our personal favorite with our group is the ride command system. Being able to track where our friends are in our groups is awesome, because now we don't have to stick together and rely on cell phones. So the ride command has been a stroke of genius for us, absolutely. It is the perfect vehicle for us. So we have developed and are launching on this program, right, the steering rack stabilizer for the Pro R. Lastly, we're going to showcase our new ball joint. Rockford Fosgate has generously supported us with Stage 5, which is the ultimate premium sound system for the Pro R. So not only are we going to be able to go fast, but it's going to sound good when we are. Shock Therapy is going to show us their latest and greatest in the internal valving side on this machine, as well as the upgraded springs, and they're going to help us create the ultimate ride. We love TMW, so we are running their front bumper, their doors, their rear trunk. They have fantastic products. We manufacture our own wheels and tires in-house. Sandcraft Motorsports is very excited to be able to showcase what us and other companies are able to do. I know you guys will be excited as well after you see the finished product.
All right, I think we're ready. Let's get this build started. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications. Rockford Fosgate, purpose-built audio. Walton's, everything but the meat. And by Casey's, here for good.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. We're at Sandcraft Motorsports, and that can only mean one thing: time for the heavy-duty stuff.
So the drive lines that we make in-house are all phased. So all of the U-joints are in line and they're balanced. And you put this together, you're done. It's a lifetime guaranteed product that you're not gonna get any better. Okay, and then you check the splines, perfect fit. The next thing that's huge is the steering rack stabilizer. The steering rack stabilizer, it will intercept the steering rack in the car, and then the upgraded tie rods then connect to here and goes out to the spindle. And so this not only protects the steering rack itself, stiffens the chassis up, and then it also helps strengthen up the steering portion of the vehicle from the steering rack to the wheel. This is our first product. This is what I'm going to call my claim to fame. We were fortunate enough to get our first patent in 2015 on the carrier bearing. And so from there, we have over 7 patents for the carrier bearing specifically. So these are things that have been under development for quite some time, right? About a year. And so we're excited to be able to show you what these things can do on the real scale. This is the Sandcraft upgraded ball joint. There's a few cool features in here. We've been able to increase the rotating angle by over 7.5 degrees each side. So that helps tremendously at full droop and full bump angles.
So when it comes to suspension, we couldn't do it without Shock Therapy, and we got Mitch here from Shock Therapy. What am I looking at here, man?
This is our full shock setup and package for the Pro R Walker version. Features dual rate spring kit, our internal valving. We got some toe links and some other goodies.
Man, it looks impressive, obviously. What all goes into this?
A lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of testing, a lot of stuff like that. But pumped and proud to be a part of this build that you guys are putting on for Destination Polaris.
Yeah, appreciate that. What's the ride and handling going to be like now that we got Shock Therapy on there?
Just be able to go through the whoops a lot better, a lot more controllable. Adjustability is the biggest part in this whole setup. So being able to fine tune to the driver's needs, being able to set it up for the car's weight, accessories, stuff like that, kind of our main goal.
So we're about to install the Sandcraft limit straps. This is crucial for CV life, angles on the ball joints, angle on the steering linkage. We got everything tightened up, it's ready to go. Next up, we're gonna be putting the wheels and tires on. It's pretty cool. There's so much work that goes into these. It's unexplainable, really. So at Sandcraft, we have made our own wheels. For us, it's all about keeping things lightweight and then the performance factor really high. This is our design for the Pro R. We have the lightest, most durable tire that you could possibly imagine and build for that matter. So this is the new Sandcraft Destroyer Beadlock Mohawk tire. This is another patented Sandcraft design that serves multiple functions as well as looks cool. One thing that we're going to unveil on this show is our Sandcraft Destroyer paddle tires. We've been developing these for about 3 years, and through the combination of the pitch of the tire, the durometer of the rubber, the width, the height, there's so many different things going on with a paddle tire. This is the ultimate dune tire.
So we've got all the Sandcraft components installed, including their wheels and tires, shock therapy. Coming up next, we're going to install the cage and everything else. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Polaris Adventures. Adventure everywhere. Aluma Trailers, ready to ride when you are. Flow Fast, the ultimate portable fluid transfer system. And by AMSOIL, run with us.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. You know, we can't do a build without music, so I think it's time for a little audio installation. So with any build, we've got tons of great product going in, but this is always one of my favorites is when we add the tunes, and we've got Bryce from Rockford Fosgate here. And Bryce, we are going with a Stage 5 Rockford Fosgate kit, which is gonna kick butt.
Correct. Yeah.
See, that's all I need to say. Correct. We're done. Thanks, Bryce, for coming out.
All right, see ya.
No, seriously, walk me through all what goes in a Stage 5 kit, because it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So starting at the head unit, we either work with the Ride Command or our PMX radio. We got a 1500 watt amplifier, and all of our gear is element ready. So water, dirt, all that's no problem. Every speaker is lit. So we have our Color Optics RGB controller, so it lights all your speakers. 10-inch sub, 6.5-inch rear cans, 6-inch front speakers with tweeters. There's nothing better than cruising down the trail with it, with the jamming. The whole kit, everything's plug and play. It's a single harness that lays into the vehicle. There's no guesswork, it's all plug-in connections. We have a preset tune in our amplifier, so you can just flick a switch and it's ready to go.
Everybody ready? You know, we need to do some jumping jacks or anything? Okay, we got the easy side. Okay, so yep, Jordan and Lee, stab your holes. Okay, and then this will go actually up, and then we'll kind of throw this up on the cage. Okay, good job, guys, good job.
So the most important thing, Brent, about any shoot that we do is feeding the staff. And every day, Brent has brought donuts.
Not just any donuts.
Not just any donuts.
We got heart-shaped donuts.
This is how much love they're giving us on this shoot right here. Heart-shaped donuts.
Tons of love.
Either that, or they're left over from Valentine's Day, which was quite a while ago.
They're slightly crusty.
They're slightly crusty. Lots of donuts.
Well,
Anyone? Donuts?
I hope.
Take a donut.
Oh, you want
take a donut.
There
All
you
right,
go.
take a donut.
Get
Yes,
on in
please.
there.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
You notice he didn't grab the heart-shaped one.
Yeah.
Donuts delivered by hand are one thing, but donuts delivered by drone? That's something else. Oh man, that was nuts. A trip to the dentist might be in order after that flyby.
So we don't often show all the wiring that goes into these vehicles, and there's a ton, but we thought we'd do something different this time, so we brought in Jeff from AZ Wire. And Jeff, what are we looking at right here?
Looking at some of our kits that we've developed over the years for UTVs and side-by-sides. This is a high-power accessory kit that we typically build for light bars and stuff that draw high amperage. It connects directly to the bus bar in the front of a Pro R, and that's typical for our Pro R builds.
So Garrett from 518 is doing the graphics work for our build here, and I just noticed that you got some Destination Polaris that's going on the vehicle.
What's going on there?
Going on the vehicle, this is great. This will save me from getting the lower back tattoo of this that I was planning on doing, so I'd rather have it on the vehicle than on me.
Any of our friends ask us what products we use, we always recommend TMW. The TMW full doors on the POLARIS are absolutely awesome. Everything about the TMW doors is just fantastic. The TMW bumper on the POLARIS has a lot of cool features. Once again, the body lines that they're able to pick up and attach to the frame is awesome. They're always, coming up with cool, innovative products for the new models. They're just a pleasure to deal with. The interior of the car is second to none. The Triplex seats provide great comfort and support. It's just a fantastic seat to run. Complemented with the seats is the electronic systems in this car. So we were fortunate enough to get teamed up with AZ Wire Pros. We have an AIM system here, which is a whole new head unit. You're able to monitor different sections of the car as you're driving. It'll tell you what the belt temp is. It'll tell you what your tire pressure is. And it also has like an internal GoPro system, so it will be able to video and broadcast you live. The wrap was done by 518 Designs. They went through the entire car and they did a fantastic job going through and matching up all of the body lines. I think we killed it, We turned a basic Pro R into what we feel is the ultimate vehicle that anybody would like to own to go to the dunes.
Yes. Well, that is a wrap on the Destination Polaris Project X Sandcraft build. Stick around. Next stop, we're going to Glamis.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Braven Off-Road. Live brave. RotoCap, the ultimate UTV bed cover. Fly Racing, helmets and apparel by riders for riders. And by CanvasWorks, custom, durable, soft-sided enclosures for any trailer.
Welcome back to DP. Feeling pretty comfortable out here in Glamis right now as we've got our machine ready to go, and I think it's time we put Brent behind the wheel and hit the dunes.
This is a place that is right off of the Colorado River, border lines with Arizona and California. Mexico's just about 30 miles south of us. Glamis is about 25 miles from north to south, and then it ranges in widths. It's very unique. It's the only place in the entire United States that has, this type of terrain. I wanted to do an actual sand car build was to kind of showcase what is unique about out here and some of the different features that people like to have. And behind us we have the Polaris Pro R 2-seater, and this is like a sports car. This thing is, it's mean. It's got a sports car look. It drives like a sports car. Today's a little bit special, right? So we have tons of brand new products that have never been in the sand before. We have the lower ball joint, the steering rack stabilizer, we have the driveline combo, we have a ton of front diff and rear transmission internal work, and then those brand new paddle tires, so we're excited to do some testing. Typically, when we do testing, we like to immediately head for the big stuff. There's no better test than just going all out for us. This is where all the big bulls are. You can build the most momentum and carry the most speed through here, and that's usually what passes the test. Beginning with, we have the Sandcraft Destroyer paddle tires. These are a brand new product we're excited to release. Coupled with those are the Beadlock Nomad wheels. We also have the steering rack stabilizer. This is a great feature for the car as the suspension becomes aggressive. Of course, our signature series, it's the driveline carrier bearing combo. With us, designing the carrier bearing on the driveline, making sure everything's phased and balanced, it's just a magnificent feel. The added suspension features from Shock Therapy definitely enhance the performance of the vehicle. We have some cool new looking camo, the red stripe that's kind of angled backwards that matches some of the body lines along the car. Once you're inside, the XXX seats, you feel comfortable and planted. The Rockford Fosgate sound system, nothing's better than listening to a little Johnny Cash out here. The TMW doors, man, they're awesome. They provide a lot of comfortability and protection. Prevents a lot of sand from coming in from the bottom and it kind of comes up through your face. So the full doors are a must-have from TMW. The conditions today are absolutely fantastic out here at Glamis. We had an awesome time. The Sandcraft combo of wheel and tires did absolutely fantastic. It's great to be able to create any type of paddle configuration that you want, depending on the type of vehicle you have, the type of driving characteristics that you carry, and the weight of your vehicle with the horsepower. That just creates like the ultimate combination out here, and it allows you to showcase what the vehicle has for performance. The Polaris Pro R is the most capable vehicle that Polaris has ever released.